Rob?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rob's Rogues and the Batman Universe.net. And today we're taking a look at DC Comics Superheroes Lego Set 76044 Clash of the Heroes, a 92-piece set, of course, from Batman vs. Superman, with a glow-in-the-dark piece in here. Ooh, kind of cool. This was $12.97 at Walmart. This was the first set that I picked up, and I think I'm just going to gradually, get the little cheapest set here. Then we'll go get to the Batmobile, and then we'll get to the Batplane. I'm real excited for this movie. I can't believe we're finally in the year 2016 that this movie will come out in. This is going to be really cool. So this set looks like it's part of the rooftop. We've got the bat signal here, Batman in his armor with Superman, and apparently the Superman minifigure has an alternate version that you can get with the Batplane that they put the red boots on Superman. So I'm kind of not disappointed. I'm kind of surprised why they did this version without the boots, and then the other version has the boots. So kind of interesting. There is what the minifigure of armored Batman is going to look like, and here's the things that are on the back here, so you can kind of see just some of the different scenes. I don't think there's a comic book in this one because I think the book might be a little bit too small, and I would be kind of curious to see if there is a book in here, what is the book going to entail? Is it going to have any spoiler type things, or is it just going to be more of, hey, here's Batman and Superman fighting, here's Batman and Superman shaking hands together, the end. So it'll be interesting to see. Now, for the Lego sets that you've seen me do so far, and I've already shot one, and I shot it in 2015, I just never uploaded it, I apologize. Normally I do these high speed. This is a 92-piece set. So what I'm going to do, I'll reposition the camera as if I'm going to do high speed. Now, I film this in real time, and then I will speed up the camera. So depending on how long this takes to put together, this may be in real time. So this may be one of the few Lego sets where I'll actually be kind of talking. Normally I do a voiceover and a 3-minute section as I, hurriedly, put all these pieces together. So do you like that little move right there? So I'll get this out of package. We'll take a look at all the pieces for it, and then I will start to build it, and then I guess we'll find out when I edit this video if it's going to run in real time or if it's going to run in high speed. A 92-piece set is going to go by very quickly, so we'll see. Enough rambling. We'll be right back, and we'll take a closer look at Lego Set 76044, Clash of the Heroes from Batman vs. Superman. We'll be right back. Alright, here is the little booklet to put this together, all for the 93, 96 pieces. So it's basically just the base and the bat signal, and of course the minifigures as well. You can see the other sets. There's the Batmobile set and then the Batplane set, which I'd really like to try and get. Looks pretty cool. I don't think there's anything else in here other than just how this all works. So we got our two bags here, the base that this thing's going to be on, so it won't be much larger than this, and then one sticker. So I'll get the bags opened up, and like I normally do, put the minifigures together. I'll do that in real time. Of course, I'm going to be filming this in real time, but then we'll see if I speed this up, or maybe I'll just kind of talk about Batman versus Superman, just maybe kind of what's going on in the channel. We'll find out when we get back.
Okay, the video is just too long. Here really quick, the Batman's head is the glow-in-the-dark piece, so the eyes light up. You see I was turning the lights off and on. Now, originally this was all meant to be done in real time, but the video is just too long. The whole entire video, when I edited it first round, was 27 minutes, and I thought a Lego set doesn't need to be 27 minutes long, and I thought people might think it was boring. I talk about the capes that Batman and Superman are wearing here. just because Superman is wearing the new cloth capes, but with the you'll see in a little bit the armor that goes over Batman. That normal cloth cape wouldn't work, so they gave him just the old rigid capes, and it works much better. I was talking here in a little bit because again, this was all done in real time, so I was kind of having a discussion with you guys, just talking about the movie and the excitement that I can't wait to see this film, and even just kind of speculating, why they decided to make this part of the Lego set. Obviously we've seen from the Comic-Con footage and now some of the actual official trailers that, there is something that happens on top of the GCPD, even if it's no more than Batman turning on the bat signal and then Superman showing up. In one of the last trailers, Superman tells Batman, the next time they turn on your signal, don't answer it. The bat is dead. And wow, the high speed is over. So let's get back to the review. All right, we've got the Batman versus Superman Lego set put together. And again, as I'm shooting this, I'm not entirely sure if I'm leaving it, the review in real time as far as me putting it together. It was only about 90 some pieces, and in Lego form, that's actually a really pretty small set. So I don't know if it's going to be high speed yet or not. So I did show some things and we're doing some talking. So we'll see how it goes. But here's the Batman versus Superman Lego set. The first one I picked up, this is roughly about $12.99, or $12.99 or $97, depending on if you buy it at Walmart or whatever. I got mine at Walmart. So it was a really cool set. Just come with a few accessories. There is the gun for Batman, which is probably like it, obviously with the green Lego clear piece on it, and it's kryptonite, so it's probably a kryptonite type sort of gun. Comes in two parts here if you just want to use like a, maybe pretend this is his grapnel blaster. This looks kind of similar to what he is holding in the trailer. It does fire, so by pushing this piece comes out. I don't want to lose it up here in my review area. It would go shooting right off to the side. So I hit the camera there. Comes with a clear base for Superman, so you plug Superman into the base, and then just by pushing on the back of this, he would flip. So if you do it high enough, you get him to, I mean, I get what they're trying to do, but if I wanted Superman to kind of attack Batman, I guess it would kind of work, get him to fly in there. So that's really kind of cool. Or I mean, it's cool that they decided to add something like this and with the set. Batman does have a few other accessories, as I'm trying to pull Superman off here, which I've kind of seen that these are kind of tough to get them off after a while, so I generally don't use them. There we go. So we'll look at the minifigures just a second here. Set Superman down. There's the other Batarang, comes with two. This is basically probably an extra. I do have a few extra pieces, as you always get in a Lego set. Batman does come with the grapnel right here, which I'm assuming that if you take this piece off, you would have the grapnel gun to be able to use this way. So that's kind of cool. Multi-use. So you kind of put it back here in Batman's backpack. There's the other Batarang. Put this gun back together. Since I've got Batman here, there's Batman. He does have a glow-in-the-dark feature to him. So by that's why the white is all the way around here. So when you normally with Batman, there's just a little white strip that goes across the top, looks like a headband. So the whites of the eyes can be seen through the cowl, because the eyes on the normal Lego figure don't quite match up to where the eyes go. So he'll glow in the dark, including his mouth, and then of course it's the back too. Now I'll turn my review lights off, but it's still kind of maybe I'll put him in the review light here to get his eyes warmed up. So you kind of can see right there. This room is not going to get totally dark. I do have a couple other overhead lights on, but you can see there. If I pull this off. So if I turn this light back on, I apologize, get him all warmed up here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about.
So there you can kind of see that he's glowing there. I do have an overhead light on in the room. So that's really kind of cool that they decided to do that for Batman. So we'll turn the review lights back on. It's probably going to wash the camera out for a second. So that's pretty cool. And then the detailing on Batman's really pretty cool. Minifigures are the things that everybody's always really kind of excited for in the sets. So it's cool in the Batman versus Superman line that we're getting 2 Batman, an armored set, and then 2 regular Batmans. If I take off the harness, probably the head first here. So the harness does come off. And there you can see what else Batman has going on there. So they could have probably not done, you know, the bat on the front here, but it's kind of cool that they decided to do that even though you have this harness that's going on here. Of course, Batman has 2 faces. I thought the angrier face for both Superman and Batman would be the way to go for the set. And there is Superman, of course, detailed in the back. Superman's cape is really, really soft and pliable. Unlike this Batman's is more the traditional capes that they've used in the Lego sets, only because and it doesn't have that flared edge on the back. It's completely straight because of the armored harness that's going on. So I like these new capes that they're a definite fabric as opposed to being just this like weird stiff plastic piece. Superman looks really cool in his new costume. This set, Superman has blue boots. In the Batplane set, Superman, they painted the boots red. Batman, they gave black boots on, not in this particular figure, but in the other one that you will see here before too long. They painted his boots black. So I'm curious why they did it for this set and then not for Superman in the other set. He does have, here's the mean face, or I'm fighting you. He's got his kryptonite vision. Of course, pull his hair off. And his other head is, hi, I'm Superman. So, again, with them fighting, I thought this would be the hair to have. So I get them both in there. You know, mean face. Really cool. Then the base here that they're on, which is a rooftop, I believe, since we do have the bat signal here. So this is probably in Gotham City. There's a turret here with some guns, moving pieces. This comes off very easy. That I imagine you could probably spring Superman into this or pretend that he can rip this off to get to Batman, but it does spin around. So it is made to come off rather easy since it only does have one peg there. We have a little chamber for kryptonite that you just heard go everywhere. So, yeah, I lost a teeny tiny kryptonite little bullet. And actually, believe it or not, I found it. That's always the fun thing about these Legos, that some pieces are so small. So we saw this once before, and again, depending on how I edited this video, the Harbor Boat Pursuit used this same canister that had diamonds in it for Slade Wilson to steal, which I don't know why he would want to steal diamonds, but hey, here is another kryptonite piece, so you could have for Lex Luthor. And then I'm trying to figure out what this piece was, why this is here. Maybe I ought to go to my book and actually figure that out. Not entirely sure. Thought maybe it would peg onto Batman. I'm not sure. I guess it's more for Batman. Looking at the book here, kind of push this centerpiece out, and that would force Batman to go forward, probably in action to break down the barrier, Yeah, I guess that's what it is, for Batman to come flying through. And you can see here, I have a super jump to push the metal gate over. So I guess I see what they did there. That you pull this back and then launch Batman through. I probably have my finger in the way, but you get what was going on. And then we have the bat signal here, which spins around, but it's more designed to be able to fire that through. And it's got a little green piece here, probably for kryptonite, so the bat symbol comes out and hits Superman. It's got kryptonite charged. I'm assuming it's probably not going to be that way in the movie, although wouldn't that be funny, by shining the light like we saw in the trailer, that what if there's kryptonite in the bat signal? So there we've got Superman hovering. So this is a really cool set. It's only about, like I said, $12.99, about $13 for this. So if you're looking for a Batman versus Superman set, this is the cheapest set. And then the next set is the Batmobile, which I do have that one. And then the Batplane is the final set, which I'd like to pick that up because there's a ton of minifigures, or quite a few minifigures in that set. So this is going to wrap it up for the Clash of the Heroes set, Lego set 76044, DC Comics Superheroes Batman versus Superman set. Can't wait for this movie, and it's really kind of cool to be able to pick up some merchandise before the movie comes out and kind of wonder, you know, are the Lego sets telling us anything about the movie, or are these just kind of cool, fun little pieces? So it'll be interesting to see once the movie comes out. And as always, this is Rob for Rob's Rogues and the BatmanUniverse.net signing off, saying we will see you guys next time.